Hello, everyone. This is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com, and I am so glad you guys are here with me today. I am. Oh, Susie, what are you saying is that you will need to leave when your grandkids arrive? Oh, feel free. You will be able to watch the replay. No biggie about it. I really appreciate that you're here with me today. Thank you. Um, If you don't know, I am an independent. Hey, Bobby, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I was saying, I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I like making these videos just to have a lot of fun. If sometimes I say something you guys don't get, please reach out or say it here in the chat. I will gladly clarify something. I'm always reading my chat. I have it right in front of me, and I will be able to clarify any questions. And if you are watching the replay, then leave your questions in the comments. Hi, Donna. Hi. You know what? We have had these cold snap too. It's been cold. I'm telling you, I was making fun. My chickens are not wanting to get out. Like they're like, forget the outside. We're staying in the coop. I'm not kidding you guys. It's been very, very cold. I think we've had probably like I want to say 4 or 5 days that it's been like dramatically cold and snowy. And I think that finally tomorrow we're going to go above 32. So I am super glad and excited about that. And I'm pretty sure that all the people that's out there that's getting a better weather, it's also super excited. So let's see. Um, I always start with all these ideas of what I want to say, and then boom, I get distracted, and there goes the idea flying by, right? Like Jesus. So let's start with a couple of things. Let me put this here. Oh my God, yeah, we've had just like, I don't know, I want to say yesterday the high was minus like 3 Fahrenheit. And that was the high. The low was like, I don't know, minus 16. Yes, I'm in Colorado. And today the high was, though, I think like 28, 27. I don't know if we made it above 32. But I'm telling you, I was so excited that it was not freezing cold. In here. Actually, I found out that there's a little draft here in my craft room because I can feel the cold coming in. So, anyways, um, I want to show you guys something. Let me get all fancy snazzy with this. Okay, this is our new kit. And I have to promote it, guys, because hey, I've told you many times I love wreaths. I love making wreaths, the big ones. But this is so gorgeous, don't you guys think? So this is our new kit, the newest kit added to our online shop, and it is an 8-inch diameter wreath, and it has all those little flowers you see there to just kind of create that three-dimensional feel to it. I am in love with it. I most likely am going to get one, and maybe we can do it together. Oh, yeah, I hear you, Donna. Then then you're like, ah, this is okay. Yeah, no, it gets windy, and um, I don't know. I really like the snow and the cold. I am from Costa Rica and all, but I just love the four season things, right? Like I cannot help it. It's just so beautiful to me. So I just, like it's okay. Now, I also don't have to go out in the community for work, right? I work from home. So when it's nasty and ugly, I don't have to go. So that's kind of very nice on my end. And I know there's all these people that have to go and commute, and it's just so dangerous too. So, anyways, this is a gorgeous kit, guys. I'm going to have it linked below in case you guys are interested in getting it. Just go to my online shop and get it. I think it's a gorgeous, gorgeous kit. And I'm glad that Stampin' Up is doing a little bit more of the like 3D kind kind of paper crafting stuff. Let's move to the crafting table. Let's see. Aha, look at me, all technological today. Things are going well. Let's not jinx it. Let's not jinx it. Oh, really? That is amazing. Well, that's cool too. I don't think we've been to Glenwood Springs yet. Um, Anyways, so I'm gonna talk about the February kit that is coming. It's called Sunshine and Smiles. I've mentioned this for you. This is the paper pumpkin kit, and if you don't know about it, it is a monthly subscription. And we've talked about it. I love that it coordinates with our rain or shine suite, and it is selling separately. Um, Two dies, one for the little frog, which I don't know if you can see up here, and then one for, not for clouds, and one for flowers, I believe. So anyways, super cute. I love it. We did the card last week with this kit, with this suite, the rain or shine, and I just really like it. Let me put all my paperwork farther away there. The other thing I want to chat with you guys is about February's reward. Can you believe it's almost February? I can't believe tomorrow. It's already February. That's crazy to me. But my reward for February is going to be the Texture Chick Memories and More pack. I love these packs. I know I always give these, but I just find that they're so useful, and I love them. And it brings a lot of pieces. These are a lot. I think that their main goal is to be used for scrapbooking, right? When you're making beautiful layouts and whatever. And I have been a scrapbooker for a very long time, so these are super useful to that. It brings two types of die cuts that you can see here, and it brings also, and I think these are 5x7. I may be lying to you. I'm not sure, but it brings this as well. And look at that one; it's so beautiful. So, anyways, this is going to be my reward for February. So go ahead if you get if you buy something, or you buy $50 before shipping and taxing, then you will get this for free. And if you buy it before February ends, then you will get also our celebration gift for free. So don't hesitate. This is a good one. Actually, I want to ask you guys if you were interested in doing something more of a 3D kind of setting. Let me show you. I have here, this is something I did for Thanksgiving a while ago. It's a little beat up now. So this is, okay, I love scrapbooking, right? But I dislike the fact that you make your albums and then it's kind of just you who sees them. So I started figuring out ways to kind of build something that people would see, right? So frame pictures and things like this. I used to have this in my previous office. And so it happens to be that I want to do a special one for my wedding. For one of my wedding pictures. We used to have one, but it kind of struggled. And I was thinking of doing one. And I was wondering if you guys would be interested in being part of that process with me, and we can do the layout in the live. If you guys let me know here in the live comments or in the comments below, and we can use that Texture Chick because I love that one. That suite is gorgeous, and we can use those memory packs as well, just to create a beautiful layout for hanging in my pictures, my wedding pictures. Okay, so let me know that. Let's see, what else do we have before we go any further? I don't think we have a whole lot. This is the suite we're going to be working today. It's called Enjoy the Journey, and it belongs to the let me move this a tiny bit. I shouldn't do this, but sometimes I'm like really off. And I think it's because this is centered here. See, I shouldn't have moved it. Sorry. Making this a little better. There. That's a little better. Okay. So we're going to be using the Enjoy the Journey suite. I love this suite. It was one of the first one I got. Mainly because my family really enjoys camping. It's part of our summer. We go camping. Good. I am glad. Yes, I love it. So we should try to do that. I'll have to plan it in my head, and then we can do a different live because that's probably a longer. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I love making projects like that I can actually put out in my walls, right? And they are not just there in my albums. That's sad, right? So this suite brings the bundle, which has some camping. And I was telling you guys, we always go camping 3 or 4 times in the summer. It's one of those things that we love doing. And so this kind of talked to me right away, right? As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, I love it. And it brings the bundle. It brings this beautiful adhesive stickers, and it's called enamel sticker icons, and I really like these too. It brings those twine combo pack and the paper, and we're gonna most likely use them all. So, but I just wanted to show you it's in the mini catalog. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing is I am going to use white again because the base of my card is blue, is navy blue. And so I wanted to make sure that you guys see what I am doing. And I'm actually want to make sure that I see what I am doing because it's super hard to see when you are working on darker colors in the trimmer, right? So let's see. We are going to need, as always, everything will be linked below. I think I'm going to move this up a tiny bit. There, maybe that's a little better. It's closer to the trimmer, right? Okay, this piece okay, I'm going too fast. All measurements will be included later on, either down below or in the blog, right? But it will be linked down below. So you guys don't have to worry about this. It does not have a lot of pieces. We are working today on a, God in heavens, why am I so bad with names, guys? A triple tier slider card, however you want to call it. I saw this card from a demonstrator from Australia, but she got the idea from Dawn Stamping Thoughts, and so that's the person. I watched the video and I thought this was a great addition to just playful cards, interactive cards. And because you know this, I love my interactive cards. So I'm gonna have all those measurements down below for you so you don't have to worry. Now this piece is 4.5 by 11 and 5/8. One thing is that this card is not like a regular A2, but it will fit in an A2 envelope. I think it's a little smaller, so it will fit fine. So we're gonna grab our piece and get our longer piece, or put it horizontally, and go ahead in our trimmer. And we're going to score at 3 7/8. Okay. Okay, wait. Am I doing this correctly? See, this is 2 7/8, people. So 3 7/8. I was like, this looks very small here. So 3 7/8. And then we are going to go ahead and score at 7 3/4. Now, let me tell you this. So Dawn on her video talks about just like folding it together. So instead of scoring, she just said, okay, just go ahead, fold the first one, and then kind of close the other one to it, right next to it. I tried that and I was not very successful. I felt that our cardstock is thick. Like if you were be doing this with designers newspapers, probably would be easier. But I felt that if I do this without the scoring, it just does not work well for me. It kind of like when I folded, it had a different like instead of being a straight line, it had a wiggly line, because we all know that's me, right? So anyways, I calculated where did you have to score it, and it was 7 3/4. One little detail. Okay, can you see here when you fold this is too tight, and even if you fold it this way, it is too tight, right? So just as we've done in many other 3D cards, we are going to align again one end, and it doesn't matter which, and we want to take just a 16th of these cards, and it does not affect the card at all. You'll see what I'm talking about. It does not affect it, but now that this one is smaller, then you can see that this fits so much better, like it closed perfectly. Okay, right? Okay, so now we are going to grab the right panel. Okay, I'm going to center here a little bit. Looks like I'm off camera. Let me see. That's better. Guys, let me know when I'm off camera and you can't see what I'm doing. So we have, this is the left panel. We folded this, we folded it valley and valley, right? And we are going to get the left panel with as is, and we are going to line that scored line to the 1-inch mark. Okay, so let me do this. Let's see if this is easy. Our lines or our measurements go all the way down, right? Sometimes, at least it's hard for me to see it right away, but this is how I guided myself. If you can tell, here is 1, and then right next to it in centimeters, there's 2 and there's 3. So I know my 1 inch is in between those. So what I did was I aligned there at 1, right? That looks pretty simple, but I have to put this all the way back up. And now I know here that between 2 and 3, there's a line, and that's where my 1 inch is at. I hope that kind of makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know and we can review it. Now we are going to cut, and that's why we need the white paper, because it's much easier for you to see. From 1 inch, and I'm here more or less at 1, and I'm going to cut all the way to the 1/2 inch. So from 1/2 inch all the way to 3. That's our cut. Okay. And now we are going to do this. We're going to move our cardstock all the way to the left and align here at 1. So here is our 1 on the right hand of the trimmer. And we are going to do the same process. So align at, cut from a 1/2 inch to 3. I'm doing this as careful as I can, but much easier. And then we'll have these little area here that we're going to loop stuff into. So these would have to be on the right panel. And actually, it's the same for the other panel. So we'll go together and do it together. Now we're going to do the same with the next panel. We have this second piece measures 3/8 by 10 1/4. And we're going to score this at 3 3/8. So there it is. And kind of let me show you what Dawn mentioned. So what she says is, don't score, it's much easier to just fold. But see what I'm talking about? Like when I fold it, it's just not a really good fold. Like I didn't like it, and that's why I decided to score it. And the score line for this one is 6 14/16. And I am just going to move this here. So 6 14/16 is between your quarter mark and your 1/8 mark. That one right there is your 14th. And we're going to score that. And when you do that, then there's no weird folding. It just folds beautifully, right? So you can do it either way. I just was not lucky with that. Maybe I'm just like, I don't know. I was not lucky with it, and that's why I calculated it that way. And we're going to do the exact same thing. So see, in the right panel, right? we are going to align at 1, and we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm looking here between those 2 and 3 centimeters and aligning well in that line right there. And now we're going to cut. Now here, we're going to cut between 1/4, and I'm trying not to get my big head in front of you, but here is a half, and here is 1/4, right? It's a little bit there. So between 1/4 to 2.5. Okay, oops, that I just moved that. Don't move it. There's 2.5. Okay, and now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to align our paper with the 1 on the right side of the trimmer, and cut again from 2.5. And this 2.5 is much easier to see. It's right there. To 1/4. Okay, I saw. Oh, really? You did not, Donna. You have to show us what you did. That is so funny. I did not. Well, look at that. And then you're going to need a little third piece that is 3 by 3. Okay. Now let's bring our card. My card is already done. Not done. I already cut because, of course, like I told you, this is Night of Navy. Things you don't have to be scared of. These paper matches its starry night, starry sky. I always mix that one. But I didn't have any starry sky 12-inch paper, and so I had to go with navy blue, but I think it does work. Night of Navy, not navy blue. I kind of forgot my colors. It works very well. I don't think it's going to be an issue. And actually, if it does, it kind of gives it a tiny bit of color contrast, right? So we're going to need 3 pieces. All these 3 pieces, I'm going to put them in here. So I'm using Highland Heather for the back. I want this to be for a guy. Initially, like, because I have my husband has all brothers, right? But I just couldn't help it. I like the Highland Heather, and it was going to be like a birthday card, but I decided to use one of the sentiments from the bundle, and so it's not going to be that. Oh, really? That is so funny. That's what I do, right? Actually, what I usually do is I keep the ink colors. I guess the colors that are retired, and I that's what I use. On the left, huh? Well, I sure hope this works. The one I did kind of work well, so I hope it does. So let's see how this works, okay? So I'm going to add these layers at least to each other, so they're not like kind of lingering in my desk. You know what? It's so funny, guys. Well, I know that there's many cards that I am new to that I'm still like, who did that? I want to do that one, right? So this is the smaller. There is a little variation from the one I have from I saw from Dawn, and I'll explain it to you here in a little bit. Now this is the next one, this piece, and since you guys already kind of know what we're doing, let me put this one in here. So I am creating kind of a continue of the scene, because this is going to be our next one. So this is more or less what the card is going to look like. So mountains, like the bigger mountains in the back, and the starry night. And this one is a starry night, actually. Huh? So because I am creating these, I'm going to call it continuous card instead of 3 different pianos. So it's 3 different pianos, but all the pianos are related. I am making these bigger than the regular measurements that you have in the measurements. So I think I'll explain that better here in a minute when I get this together. So let's try to put these together first. I just didn't want all that paper kind of off. Yes, Donna. Donna says that she loves the paper. Oh my God. And like I said, we are campers. So that is kind of like really the thing for us, right? And so it's really interesting. So we're going to put our tear and tape. And yes, I'm using tear and tape because I absolutely love that it's very strong on. So this would be on the left side of our panel, on the left side panel towards the edge. Maybe I remember how to talk one of these days. And this one has the cut here on the right. And this one does not seem to want to be cut. Look at that. Okay. Man, Maria, I guess I didn't push that poor. Okay, so let's remove that. Let me bring our trimmer there, our scissors there for a minute. And we're going to do the exact same thing here. On the left panel, towards the edge, we're going to add the tear and tape. Okay. Now, guys, don't you feel that it's so weird that that piece stays? I don't know how Wendy does it, but the lady I saw, she used just designer serious paper. These are 1/2 inch by 2 3/4. She called for 2 1/2, but at some point I felt they were too little. So anyways, it goes. It doesn't matter which side because really you're not going to see this, but we're going to run these through. Okay, like this. And I don't know if you guys see here, but there is a difference in here a little bit. So probably when I was cutting, I was being too careful. So I'm just going to snip a tiny bit so they're more or less on the same align. Yeah, they're aligned. Okay, that looks a little bit more straight. Okay, going back to this. So this is how it goes. We're going to run these little paper like this. So we are weaving it through in here and leaving 2 pieces on the other side. So when we turn, we'll have those 2 pieces and we're going to fold them and attach. I am so surprised that this mechanism works as well as it does without no glue, no nothing, Like it surprises me so much that it does. It's kind of the magic of paper, right? So we have one like this, okay? And now we are going to take our tear and tape off. And that came all the way off, Maria. It's very lovely, that paper, Susie. I have to say, and I like the variation of colors. So some of them, like the purples and the greens, remind me of Colorado. And I think it's like Mango Melody and, or maybe, yeah, I think it's Mango Melody. And what is it? It's a Calypso Coral, or I'm not sure which is the other color. But it reminds me of Arizona. Like these reminds me of Arizona, right? Isn't that lovely? So very, very beautiful paper. And just same as always, it's double-sided. So the other side is super useful. So now we're going to fold this and adhere there. Sorry, I'm in the way. Okay, adhere there. So we did the same thing. And I don't know if you can tell here that I had cut a tiny piece in here, and 16th. So these will close perfectly well. And we're going to do the exact same with this other piece. So remember, we wait on one side and then we'll go to the other side and get the other piece. Almost there. Turn back and then we fold. Oh, see, Donna, thank you. You're so right. I folded that too soon. I was getting too excited. See, that's why I should not talk because I get distracted. You are so right. So, guys, we're just locking here, right? Sometimes the turn tape is forgiven. Ta-da! Look at that. Isn't that good? Okay. We are obviously going to need to take this off completely. Oh my God. Thank you, Donna. You just helped me. I completely got distracted. Back again. Forget the previous pieces. Guys. So this is going to go here. But before we go into this one, we're going to stamp this real quick. And I'm bringing my stamp apparatus because we are going to stamp. But we're going to create kind of a little scene. So I need to place my moon somewhere. This moon comes with the dies. And I need to figure out what I want this. And then we're going to use our super awesome Versamark ink in our kit. And we are going to get this to be white. And I completely spaced out the word. But that's fine, guys. That's fine. I like this. So I'm actually using my magnet here. Emboss is the word I was looking for, really. Heat embossing. What are you? Nothing. They were not attached to anything. You'll see here in a second. So I am going to get this in here. If you are using Versamark ink to do some heat embossing, it is always a really good idea to use the stamp apparatus, because if for whatever reason you feel it needs some extra, it will keep it there and you can stamp again, right? So I'm using my Versamark ink, guys, and I am just running this through, getting it wet, and then taking it all the way here, making sure it is, I'm pressing well. And I'm going to put my big head there. Haha! And it does look like it went all the way. So we're going to remove our little moon from there. I don't want to lose it. And I'm going to bring my, you'll see here in a second. For some odd reason, the one I saw did not have anything attached to them. And I was like, that is so not going to work, right? But it does work. So I don't know why. That's what I was telling you guys. I don't know why or how, but that's what happened. And guys, I definitely forgot to use my little pillow in here. But that's why Stampin' Up! Give us this beautiful heat embossing kit last year. So if we make mistakes like Maria did, we are able to do some of that. That mistake I did though here needs to be, that's a lot better. And the A is also struggling there. So I'm just using a very thin brush. Haha, Donna, well, again, I think it's gorgeous, and if you like camping, it's definitely, I mean, I don't know, it's just gorgeous. I like the colors. These are some of my favorite colors, I have to say. It has those blues and those purples definitely are up my alley, and the same with the, okay, I forgot which one is it. It's Mango Melody and Mellow Mambo. It was 2 fruits. So these are the other sides, and I feel that they are so useful, right? That is worth it. I particularly love this one. Don't ask me why. I really, really like that one. So I think it's worth it to buy it. And the fact that this one has the sky there, I love it. I am going to bring, hey Brenda, how are you? Oh, you're not late. I'm just talking. You can watch the replay. This is going to get loud. Those of you who are here knows that this gets loud. While our heat tool warms up, I am just going to go and put it on the back so it helps. And once it starts warming up, then I can go back to the front. And if you've never seen heat embossing, it's like magic, right? I love it. Now that's hot, just in case you were wondering. I don't know if the right way to say it, but it's kind of like turns that oops, that's hot, hot, hot. And guess what? Stampin' Up thought about that too, and that's why they brought us these beautiful not attachment. And now we do finish it. It should look all kind of not sparkly, shiny. It should look shiny. If there's an area that does not look shiny, then you know you have not heat embossed that area. Okay, so now we bring our little, oh, we can put the moon later. It does not matter. So Brenda was absolutely right. This needs to go in here. I'm not Brenda, sorry. Donna was absolutely right. Brenda, I am doing okay. I think we were talking that I'm finally going out of these. We've had like a cold snap. Oh my God, it's been really cold. So now we're going to get this little panel and we're going to attach it here. I'm going to put the adhesive in the strip. And yes, this is not attached to anything or attached within itself. I thought that she was going to kind of make this bigger or longer, and so you kind of glue it together, but I don't know why. It does not call for it, so I'm going to follow that instruction. If you've seen something different, go ahead, go for it. The one I did before, I always make one to try out, worked really, really well like that, and I was really, really surprised because again, I'm like, how does that hold on to it? But it holds. Okay. So, bottom line, what would I do without my crafting buddies? Thank you, Donna, for reminding me that I was getting too excited and forgot one of the steps. So, I am going to align this with the top. Let me move this a little bit. If you align this a little further up, then you will be able to see this. The lady in the video, Dawn, did that because she wanted to. She did like a pull up with a little circle. I am going to use some ribbon to pull, and so I don't need for this to go all the way up, a little bit higher up. I'm just going to align it to that top border, and I'm going to align there. I'm moving so I know where I'm at. I'm centering obviously within this panel. I'm aligning a little bit there. And there we go. And so now this will move like this. On the ends. Oh. Well, guys, I sure hope I'm not making this wrong. So this is how it goes. The one I did. And then there's that. I did not push it. That's my fault for reading. Let's go align again. So this is the one that I saw the video. Now I'm super curious about how that works. So these will move back up here. And let me move this a tiny bit. You know what I did? And I didn't do it here. I'm going to remove this a tiny, tiny second. And I'm going to bring my trimmer This is align at 1, remember? So I'm going to align like just a tiny second forward, not tiny second, but a 16th. I'm going to move to the 16th, and I'm going to cut again right next to it. And I'm just making that line a little easier for it to. So Donna, now I'm really concerned, and what that means is probably that I'm making it wrong, and I don't remember what I did. So let's hope that's not the case. So I'm making that so it slides, at least one side slides easier. Right? And now it's much easier for one of them, and then it won't get stuck. So Donna, now I'm super concerned about this. I have to say, really, really concerned. Okay, that one works. I have to put more glue in here. Now I know what you're saying. Donna, now I'm scared, guys. Okay, so hopefully that stays there. I thought she did this and this pull up, and then she put this one in here like so. And maybe now I'm mistaken. Well, yes, of course, but you know me, I sometimes forget things, and so now I'm super scared of what's going on here. Okay. You're right in one thing. I kind of forgot these. Thank you, Donna. So Donna is directing today's video, not me. Oh, Jesus, Maria. I should have just canceled the video. Okay, let's see. That's what was not working for me in my brain. It's like something is off in here. Let's see if this works. And if it's not, then we'll have to go and watch. So I know for sure this goes in here. Okay, so let's try to organize this. So this goes like this. So I know this is our front, right? So guys, thank you for being so good with me. Where's my little thingy? These go like this, and this will go in here. And finally, this one is the one that pops up. So let's hope this works. Oh no, Donna, I really, really appreciate you kind of reminded me, because I guess I did this much on a whim, maybe. And it worked really well when I did it. And I don't know now. I'm concerned. Okay, so this still goes in here, just the same align. I'm really pushing that because it feels like it's struggling there. And then we close this. I didn't think about cutting the can. You know, I think two things. It helps with the movement. You cannot do it very wide. That actually went a little too wider than I expected. Because I think one of the reasons why these pieces kind of stay together, it's because it's really attached there, if it makes sense. Oops. Oh, well, Maria, it's not going to move backwards, right? So it moves. Maria made a mistake. I did not calculate that. But we're going to fix it. I figure out. how we're going to fix it. So this piano goes on top of here. And I am going to move this up so I don't mess up. Okay, guys, sorry about all my mistakes today. That's one. And then we'll attach this piano to here again. Now I can put this back in here so I can figure out where to align this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whatever. Oh, whatever, Maria. And I'm going to put still a little bit of extra piece here and an extra piece here. And I notice I'm just making sure it all sticks because it does need to stick very well for it to work. Just folding that there. And we all know that tear and tape is definitely our champion when it comes to interactive cards because it's super, super thick. Oh, thank you, Donna. I think that what counts is the thought. It's the idea. So you guys are super helpful. And I just feel like I have told you guys, I feel like I'm with family, right? You guys are here with me and we're having good fun. And that's what it is about. So I am aligning this to the top again. And we're going to fold this and cut. Okay, take away our tear and tape backing and fold again. Okay. And now we have our little burrito. And now we're going to add this one. So I know that things are going bad when my stuff here moves. It's always, that means I'm struggling. Okay, back again, trying to figure out where my pianos are at. They are on this side, so I am going to center this. I thought about putting this initially, and I have not, and so, but I think it might be easier if you do this. Oops, there it goes. Okay, I think I pushed too hard. There it goes. And I'm pushing that because it sounds like it wanted to come off. So back again. Getting our, see, it kind of gets stuck in there. That piano. There we go. I knew that was going to happen. Okay. So I am going to put this one again all the way. So there it is. So this was supposed to be up here. We're going to fix it here in a moment or two. Okay, that one's staying okay. This one is the one that's been giving me a lot of problems. I am wondering how to fix it. Okay. Okay, it seems like it does now. Maybe that's what I need to do the next time. On the other one, I did not have any issues. Somehow I end up having the issues in the live, which is so not cool. So I did look for the middle in here, right? And this is, I'm just eyeballing. And I'm using my take your pick to create a little bit of a hole. Where is it? I'm going to bring my very, very elegant there so I don't get myself all poked. And I am running my take your pick all the way. You can see that. And now I'm going to bring, and this is, I always forget their name, but it's so beautiful. It's the In Color. It's called Metallic Woven Ribbon, and it's in the In Color. And this is the Starry Sky. And I just love it because I feel that it just matches so perfectly. I'm really pushing this a little bit there so it fits. The hole is small, but if I make the hole too big, then this would not hold very well. Ask me how I know. That happened in the other card. I had to fix it. So I am just folding this over, and that will tell the, the recipient that this moves back and forth. Now it's sliding better. I did not make that in the other, so I guess we can move this a little bit back and forth so this slides better. But there it is. Guys, so we're going to create something here to, how would you call it, to cover this. I'm thinking what, but you guys will have to help me. And let's bring the little pieces I have. So like I told you guys, we love our camping stuff. And so this one, I don't know, I just had to create something with the camping pieces. I'm just bringing my glue. The same as always, if you hear our dogs, they're always there barking. I'm going to put that one there, and I'm going to bring, so I love this. Oh, okay. Susie says that she used 3 layers on the outside, and before that she said that she used cardstock for the slider piece, which probably slides better than the DSP. So I did not do that. This is the dies from the bundle, so I love this little pattern, and then I cut this on Pool Party, and we are going to put our camping friend in here. Yeah, using cardstock is probably better. You're right about that on this case. And you can use this one. That one will be too complicated. I did cut it on gray initially, but I was like, no, gray would like fade away. I don't know. Although there's a lot of gear that has like this two colors, like the Pool Party kind of Calypso Coral. Now we're going to put this one in here. And I'm actually, let me see, what's this person looking at? So this person is looking up here. So I'm going to put this in here. And then we're going to put the camper lower down. So it makes sense with the, kind of with the whole dimension of the card, not dimension. Okay, so this is the front of the card. So I think, I'm just thinking, if I bring a big cloud, would that be too noticeable? I do have some clouds. I mean, these have several clouds, if you can tell. There's one in here. So I'm thinking I'm going to use clouds, not kidding, to correct this mistake. So let's go ahead and grab a little piece of white and run it through our stamp embossing machine. Well, that had to happen. Okay. I feel sometimes like feels like it's my first day on the job, but I'm okay with that. So I am going to put this one in here underneath this lighting mechanism, so there's not a whole lot of issues with it. And then we'll bring the other one. And this is exactly what I did with the other. So see, that way we avoid the, how would you call it, them getting stuck with. And where's my little other cloud? I had another cloud here. And I'm just going to bring, let's see. I'm trying to see what will be more efficient. And I think this is what's going to be more efficient before we cover it all. So I'm going to put this one in here. So we have two clouds there. And then I'm going to create a little piano that we're going to put something in here, which is going to have to be something like, we're in this together, something smaller so we can get it out of here. Let's see, where are you, my friend? Sometimes I have like such a hard time finding out which one is which. Yes, that will do. Okay. So, guys, thank you so much for being so patient with me today. I so appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and run this through our actually, let's go ahead and guys, did I just lose it? Okay. Ay, Jesus. Okay. Guess Jesus is having a good time watching me sweating in here. So, anyways, this is a really cute card. It has a wow statement. Donna is absolutely right about that. I think it's gorgeous what you can do with it. I wanted to do another one with the celebration paper, but I just did not have time. We're still making some remodelations here at the house, and it was a little bit of a hectic weekend. Also, good news is that I remember, guys, that I told you that I was inheriting a cutting table from one of my aunts, and so I finally got it here. So I spent most of the weekend just reorganizing what I have in here and stuff like that. And so I really appreciate you guys sticking up with me. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this up here, and I'm going to bring this in between those two clouds. And now our mistake is kind of covered up. Covered up enough that the recipient will not second guess this, except if they saw they saw their life, and they'll be like, well, this is that card, huh? Okay. So I'm going to let this to dry. This is very simple card. I like it simple like this. There we go. I'm going to move this. Let me see if I can move this a tiny bit. No, I'm just going to leave it as is. Okay. So that's, oops, what am I doing? I know, sometimes, Susie, I'm like, oh, I got this. And that's why this is a true statement. I don't know if you've noticed that most of the time I try to do 3 cards, right? Because one may not be enough. And so, like, to practice the measurement and to practice how to put it together. But again, this was kind of a crazy weekend, and it is what it is. Very, very simple card. I'm going to let this to dry, so I'm going to put it all inside so it dries all together. The other thing I wanted to bring out is this beautiful, the enamel stickers, icons. And so I really like this. And I think I want to use, it brings a lot of them. It doesn't say how many it brings, does it? Oh, it brings 64 items. That's a lot of them. But I was looking at stuff, and you can actually color this because they're enameled. And I'm just going to put this one in here just for fun. And I love that little thingy. So let's color one together just to see if it really colors. So using your blends, of course. Let me bring this one because I like this side better. Oh, see, it does. And so you can create your own, especially with the white ones. your own colors. Isn't that super cool? I mean, this is barely well colored, but I really love this. Maybe I should have colored that one. Anyways, super, super cool that you can do that with this. So you kind of play around with your other papers and colors and whatnot. Let me bring the other one, which I thought it was super cute. So this is using a paper from Celebration, in the farm, I think it's called. And this one works well, huh? There it is. So much better than all this struggle. So kind of what I was telling you before, you can do this. Susie, Susie say that there's no 3 cards. Yes, there's not. I wanted to use the one I used last time. I show you guys. Remember, I forgot the name of it, but I'm in love with that paper. So look at this and look at this, and they work well, as you can tell. Oops, there it goes. Super, super cute. We had to make a lot of fixing in here. I really appreciate you being so nice. If I had to do this again, I would definitely see. I don't know if you guys noticed this. I did not do this well. So I'm going to fix it later because it's already 1 hour. I'm going to move these, take this off and bring another one and put it all the way here. But that will get fixed. That I'm not concerned about it. With the same little cloud, we'll get fixed it. I just didn't pull this all the way. And I'm sorry. It's just so sad that things are messed up sometimes. But hey, I can do crafts. See, this is cute. So I like this. So what I was telling you is you can do this 2 ways, right? One way is making these separate panels, and that means that you'll have to do different measurements than the ones I used for this, but I will include those other measurements. So I just wanted to create the idea of a scene, right? So this is like lower, and this are higher in the, not in the mountain, but higher in the field, and then this is the sky. And I wanted to create the same thing here, right? So the mountain, and then just like barely see the mountain there, the mountain shadows from far away. And then finally the scar and the sky and the stars, right? So that's why all the panels go all the way in here. I don't know if you can tell, right? They both of them go all the way, just like these, just like the one we made. Now you can make this completely separate. So let's say you like to do flowers or some other pattern paper or whatnot, right? And so you can just, this panel will not go all the way, but it will end up here. And it creates a completely different format. That's the one I wanted to do extra, but I did not have the time. I'm gonna let it be because I'm just trying to fix something now, and I don't have the time. I had been thinking what to put in here, but I feel that at this point in time I should not mess with this anymore and let it be. I wanted to do something in here like this to create some fun, but because the mountains are too high, then I can't include any further trees in here to do that. But you could absolutely cut it a little lower in this and use some of these trees that also have their own dye, and that in that way, you just have some extra trees behind the camping tent or something, if that's what you would like to do. Okay, ladies, thank you so much for being here. I am sorry it was kind of messy. I'll correct this and post a picture, and then you'll probably like that picture better, and you'll let me know if that's a little better. I may use some of these clouds instead from the in the farm. I love this. I love farms, so this is very nice. And as you can tell, I'm using the same one. This is the Parakeet Party one. Let me move this here. The good news, it's functional. It comes up and down, up and down. Um, so I can give this to my husband, huh? I think it's good because it has the windies together. And that, initially, that's why I wanted to be less decorative, right? So I like this. This is working. My husband will find it funny. Um, these are your two cards. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Let me come back up. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you. Thank you for being such good friends and hanging out with me. Donna, you were values today, helping me through my own mental mess. So I appreciate you very, very much. And have a wonderful rest of your day. If you like the video, please like it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe so you know when I am going live. I swear to God that I am not this messy explaining cards most of the time. Sometimes it happens, but most of the times it's not. Have a blessed rest of your day. Thank you.